This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No.
This
Just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Friday, ladies.
Hey, happy Friday.
I like the energy. Let's just take that energy right into the show.
Do it.
Taylor Swift has broken her silence about the Ticketmaster fiasco, okay? So she posted a message to Instagram saying, "We asked Ticketmaster multiple times if they could handle this kind of demand, and we were assured they could. It's truly amazing that 2.4 million people got tickets, but it really pisses me off that a lot of them feel like they went through several bear attacks to get them." This comes after, of course, Ticketmaster announced yesterday, due to insufficient remaining inventory, they would be canceling the general public ticket sales.
I think that just means they oversold.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
kind of like they do on planes.
Exactly.
Right? They oversell for their benefit.
Exactly. I have to say, I really like Taylor Swift's comments. I thought she said, "I'm very protective of my fans, and I know you made fun of me yesterday, but she talks to us. She really does talk to us, even though you guys don't think she does. She does." I also am interested in maybe a congressional investigation into what this is going on. AOC has called it a monopoly. They oversold. There's got to be some FCC fines or something. This seems like a bigger deal in the end, then it's not just Taylor Swift.
Can I go off on a little rant here?
Yeah.
Because it is a monopoly. Yeah, get ready for it. Because Taylor Swift, Ticketmaster has nothing to do with Taylor Swift.
Agreed.
With the artist, it has nothing to do with it. I'm going to break it down just by artist, right? For instance, I'm a big Justin Bieber fan. We all know this. When COVID hit, they kept my ticket money for 2 years, right? For when he came to Denver. So take that money, okay? Say I paid $200 a ticket. That's $400 plus processing fee, which is another $200. That's $600 just for me, right? 75 arenas worldwide, whatever he put in, say $5-10 million each arena that they're going to pull out of profit, probably more than that. Compound that by 75 stops, right?
Right.
Take that for 2 years, put it in a low interest accruing fund. How much are you making out of that billions of dollars that you put in there, and who's getting that money? Where did that money go? No one's talking about that. But I think Ticketmaster is in big trouble here. I think everyone knows that the scam is on with the processing fee. What is that?
I know.
No one cares about that? Joe Biden talked about that a couple of weeks ago. People, again, are ignoring it. I think now it's going to take Taylor Swift to have a criminal investigation and look into what is going on actually at Ticketmaster.
Are we in
It has
agreement?
nothing to do with the artists, and they're getting tarnished. The reputation of the artist is getting tarnished because of Ticketmaster, and I think there's going to be an investigation, and I think this is going to be big.
Let the church say amen.
Amen.
That's the way I wanted to end that.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say for real?
Amen.
All right. Amen. So after 19 seasons, I feel good about that. I was ready to leave.
Oh, wow.
Like, do we have a package we could just put in here? Because I'm done. So after 19 seasons, I'm done. Ellen Pompeo is done. She's leaving Grey's Anatomy. She wrote a message on Instagram saying that none of the show's success would have been possible without the best fans in the world. Ellen also teased that Dr. Grey would definitely be back to visit us. She's not gone. She's coming back. This got us thinking about other TV shows that have lost their main characters. Roseanne Barr was famously fired from the reboot of her show in 2018 after posting a racist tweet. It was revamped as The Conners. Mark Harmon left NCIS last fall after 19 seasons, which is still on the air. 2.5 Men survived 4 more seasons after Charlie Sheen was fired, and The Office went on for 2 more seasons after Steve Carell's departure. What do you guys think about this? Why wouldn't you wait 1 more? Just make it 20 and then get out of there.
I'm not a huge Grey's Anatomy fan, but I also feel like maybe the show could have found a way to close it out with a nice bow, including her in it, and just like ended it. I think like 19 years is a long time to associate somebody with the show. So I don't know, because I haven't seen it literally, how much she's like impacted by her role not being there. But I can't imagine that every fan is going to want to stay when she's not there anymore.
You know, I look at Grey's Anatomy a little differently because I used to watch it every single weekend, and along the way I kind of fell off. And I read Shonda Rhimes' book, Year of Yes, and she talks about what the significance of Grey's Anatomy was in her life and how these characters are kind of a manifestation of her. So when I look at the relationship between Shonda and the character, and then Ellen Pompeo, who also, along with Christina, not her.
Sandra Oh?
Sandra Oh, I was calling her her character named Christina. But I see that also being a reflection of what's to come for Shondaland. So by Ellen Pompeo leaving, I'm like, what's happening next?
That's cool.
Are there any? What were you gonna say?
I just think a lot of people's show divorced it. I'm just very similar to Erica. You watched it forever, and then you're like, I just can't go on. Like, I can't go on anymore. So without her, perhaps the ensemble is good enough, like a soap opera with the plot lines. I agree with Lindsay. I think the show should flatline.
Really? Are there
Did
any?
you see what I did with the medical?
Oh, there you go.
Thanks, buddy.
I didn't even pick that up, but good on you.
Thank you.
Are there any shows that you watch currently that if one person left, you're out?
Oh, that's
that you really like? Did I stump you guys?
That's a really
I feel like a lot of the new shows, like on Netflix and stuff, like they don't have a problem killing somebody who you thought was a main character. Like even if you watch the first season of House of Cards, you remember that the girl who got killed. Hopefully everybody's seen this already.
The train.
Yeah, we were like, wait, wasn't that a main character?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like a lot of shows are very edgy in that way.
I like
and
that,
So
though.
yeah, you're not too attached to anybody.
Game of Thrones famously kills off in the beginning a main character like every year, and the show kept rolling.
People went crazy over Jon Snow missing.
Remember Ned Stark when he? I was like, how did they do this?
The Red Wedding?
The Red Wedding?
Are you
I was
crazy?
in
The show
therapy.
can't go on.
It can't.
It did.
It did, and it was
Yeah.
good. And
It
now
did.
there's a whole sequel or prequel.
Oh, which is still good.
And I still like it.
You're in on that?
I am. I watched every episode.
Erica's like,
And they found some black
Erica's
people
asleep.
to be in that, so that was nice also. Yeah.
They did.
But what happened in the next 200 years? They disappeared.
No one
Yeah, they
talks about
disappeared,
it.
I guess. I don't know what happened.
No one talks about it.
I don't know how they're going to connect those dots.
Okay, we're going to get off of that. So we are finally getting a look at the film 80 for Brady, starring Rita Moreno, Jane Fonda, Sally Field, and Lily Tomlin. It's about 4 friends who make a trip to watch Tom Brady play in the 2017 Super Bowl. Let's watch.
It is so great to meet you. Beauty has no expiration date.
Krish, I didn't flirt. He did. There's so much here to do. We could even win these tickets.
This is a spicy wings contest.
I could use a little spice. I know her!
If you black out, who you want me to call?
An ambulance?
So in case you're wondering, yes, Tom Brady does show up in the film. And guess what? This is a true story. This is about 4 ladies who went to go see Big Tom in the Super Bowl.
Didn't we cover that?
Rita Moreno talked about it on the show.
Okay, but I thought we actually talked about the actual people.
I was not here.
Was that was recently, wasn't it?
Did we?
So, I think so.
Okay, well, you know, it's been 6 years, y'all.
I'm a little blurry myself. I don't even know how we started the show. Oh, that's right. I crushed it with the Ticketmaster story. No, but what do you guys
This is a
think?
perfect way to bring Tom Brady back into good graces since everybody thinks he's the worst, like Rob and I, besides being a cheater.
Oh,
Literally.
Here we go. Here we go. Rob, I brought you food today.
This is a
Tom Brady
perfect
all right?
way that everybody's like, oh my God, he's human. He does care about other people. That's nice.
I also think
You couldn't even get that out on his face.
was that hard for you to say? I do think that Tom Brady could do, like, I know LeBron was in, I believe, Trainwreck. Was that the one with Amy Schumer?
Space Jam?
No, he was also in Space Jam, but Tom Brady.
Okay, yeah, he was in Trainwreck.
He could be a nice move over to the entertainment world, right? Like, he could do commentating. Is that what you call
He's
it?
definitely going to do commentary.
Yeah,
yes.
and I think that would be a nice move for him and also stay in that Hollywood somewhat spotlight. So I think it's a great move for everybody involved. I also can't wait to see all 4 of those women together. What a great cast, right?
You know, I've never been like a go Tom Brady fan, but you cannot deny his comeback story. Like, that man has a serious comeback story that like supersedes sports history. So I'm here for anybody who has a story to tell that can help other people with their testimony.
That was kind of complimenting him.
It was kind of.
No, I don't have anything bad to say about Tom Brady.
I know. Well, good for you. I just don't like that people hate on Tom Brady because he's awesome.
Oh my
Well,
God.
people hate on most
people because they're
Let me get the
awesome.
violins out.
See what I'm
That's how
saying?
most
See what I'm
hate
saying? Coming up on DBL, our interview with the one and only Tom Brady. It's just going to be me. No, our interview with Wonder Years actress Danica McKellar. She's telling us all about her new Christmas movie and what's going on with Madonna's latest posts.
Oy vey.
Erica is breaking it all down for us in her segment, What Erica's Watching.
There's going to be a lot of internet chatter. That's where the red flag goes up.
We are never going to agree on this.
It's ignorant, and for me, it was just like a damn shame.
Tell me I need to do something, I'm going to do the exact opposite.
You know why I don't call in sick? Camera hog.
So Michael Dean just jumped in and said the Department of Justice is investigating Ticketmaster.
According to the New York Times.
I just dropped right now, but I also said it 3 days ago.
He did.
Just so you know.
You did.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Yeah, there's some kind of problem with monopolization, and when you get into that, you get into congressional or even criminal charges, which is what Jeff was talking about. Also, this dress is less frumpy than you guys think. It looks like cool here.
Sorry, I love it.
You do?
I do.
Okay. What do you? I feel like it's a little
Like
like
60s.
You want to go to a pajama party?
what happened? Oh, then it falls out.
Okay, good. Just go back to Jeff.
Hey everybody. Hey, I guess we can talk. Ebony, how you feeling? This is Ebony. Did you guys ever get to meet Ebony?
Hello.
Ebony, how you crushing it over here, by the way, Ebony?
You know, just trying.
How you liking your first couple weeks at DBL?
I love it. I love everybody.
That sounded like forced. That sounded like an interview. How was it
Well,
like?
you know,
what was it
Jeff,
like working
you
with
know.
XYZ? Oh, he was the best.
He's the best. No, honestly, I love my job. Everybody's cool. Jeff has his moments, but you know, it's like, I love him.
All right, Ebony's done. How about the Tom Brady hater over here? This is who I'm referencing off camera when I talk about Tom Brady hater. This is Rob.
He reconstructed his own jawline just to appease Jeff.
Rob's jealous of his great jowls. Don't be a hater, Rob. Don't be a hater. I try to butter up Rob with some food from Chef Gennard, but that's going to come later in the week. But yeah, I don't know why people are a hater.
No, I'm not a hater today.
See, I brought him food.
Just keep bringing the beef. Bringing the beef.
Oh my God, things are weird. Get out of here.
It's dog hair, man. I can't control this crazy dog.
Yeah,
They're trying to get my lint off of me because I have an English bulldog and he
is going to change, like, I don't know. Madonna is being trolled, and 2 champs chomp into cannabis. And this week's What Erica's Watching. Now, people are questioning if Madonna is too old, too rich, and too famous to be bullied, because the 63-year-old wants trolls to stop bullying her online. Now, this comes after 50 Cent threw more shade at her for a TikTok of her lip-syncing a song by a 22-year-old rapper named Baby Keem. 50 called her post pathetic and accused the Material Girl of being a clout chaser. And it's not the first time he's trolled her. He also shamed her for being too old to post thirst trap pictures. Now, I don't know if I would call this bullying, because I do agree that Madonna is too grown, too rich, and too successful to be bullied by anyone. And 50 needs to pick his battles just a little bit more carefully. And finally, Mike Tyson launched a line of cannabis gummies in the shape of a bitten ear. He's poking fun at the time he bit Evander Holyfield's ear during a fight. Now here's the gag. Evander is in on the joke.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. You mean my ear? Time of year.
Shocking, I know. And even partnering with his former opponent. In my opinion, this is just proof that weed can actually bring people together. But we live in Colorado. We already knew that. Share with me anything that catches your eye by using the hashtag DBL Erica Watch. We'll be right back.
Thanksgiving leftovers. They may taste super yummy to you, but be careful before serving that food to your furry family members. We checked with these sources, and they say many of the foods on the Thanksgiving table, well, they aren't safe for pets to eat. First up, the main event. While turkey is often used in commercial dog food and can be healthy for dogs when cooked plain, Thanksgiving turkeys are packed with flavor, or at least they should be. And the fats, oils, spices, and seasonings used to flavor it, as well as the skin, well, they can be dangerous to pets. That's because too much fat puts pets at risk of pancreatitis, which, according to the Pet Poison Helpline, is an inflammation of the pancreas that can result in vomiting, diarrhea, loss of appetite, and abdominal pain for your pet. So, it's a no for turkey. Next up, the holiday ham. According to the American Kennel Club, ham contains a higher fat content than most other types of meat. It's often high in salt and sugar, according to Purina. Both of those are reasons why ham is bad for pets. So how about stuffing or dressing? Onions, garlic, and chives, well, they're all common ingredients in stuffing, and they're poisonous to both dogs and cats, according to the Pet Poison Helpline. So it's a no for all of these items too. But there are some plain foods often used in Thanksgiving dishes that are safe for pets. Apples, green beans, sweet potatoes, zucchini, winter squash, carrots, and popcorn are all on the Pet Poison Helpline's list of pet-safe foods. It's important to stress, though, that these foods must be free of oil, butter, fats, sugar, spices, seasonings, and salt. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, the safest way to treat your pet during the holiday season, well, it's to share some treats or a holiday-themed toy. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
What I'd really like to talk to you about is Christmas.
Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas. It's all about friends and neighbors coming together in a shared experience and creating memories that last a lifetime. The McCarthy Drive-In is like Christmas.
Welcome back to DBL. That was Danica McKellar in Christmas at the Drive-In. We caught up with her earlier to talk about her new Christmas movie, and we just had to go back in time with her to the Wonder Years, a la Winnie Cooper. Take a look.
Danica, you look exactly the same as I remember you from the Wonder Years.
I know.
I was a young boy. Do you get like people? Listen, I'm not trying to be weird here, but do a lot of like young boys have crushes on you from the past?
And girls.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, it's something I've heard for a long time, and I'm very grateful. It's so sweet. I love it. Never gets old.
See, I knew she wouldn't be weird.
There we go.
All right.
Nice.
All right, so you starred in a bunch of different Christmas movies on a bunch of different networks. What makes Christmas on the Great American Family so special for you?
Oh, it's so much fun to be at this new network. I have so much more involvement. I get to help cast it. I get to help the edit, and Christmas at the Drive-In is such a sweet, fun movie. I get to work with one of my favorite co-stars, Neil Bledsoe. He and I were in The Winter Palace earlier this year, also on Great American Family, and we did a Christmas movie for Hallmark a few years before that. So we have a lot of experience working together, and there's just something really magical and special about this. Speaking of the Wonder Years and nostalgia, the whole movie, Christmas at the Drive-In, takes place at a 1950s historic drive-in.
Oh, wow.
So it's got all that feeling of nostalgia and all that old-fashioned stuff. It's so cute. It's so good.
All right, well, I have to ask you because I feel like drive-ins are super underrated. I really do. I love drive-ins. What makes this, what's your favorite part of the movie, and what do you think is really going to latch onto the viewer?
Well, besides just the environment of this awesome drive-in, it's a story about my character. I want to save the drive-in. So the drive-in is in danger of being torn down by a developer to get, going to be knocked down, and a distribution center is going to be put in its place.
Oh.
Well, the developer wants to do that. Happens to be my co-star, who happens to be my high school sweetheart from 20 years ago. We haven't seen each other since then. Oh. So the speech you saw me giving was my impassioned speech to the Historic Commission, saying, "Look, we have to save this." And so they say, "Look, sure, you have till Christmas to prove that this historic drive-in is more important to the town than the distribution center would be. And if you can prove it by then, we will not approve it to be torn down." And so they say to Holden, you have to prove that if she has to prove that it is worth it, you have to prove it isn't. So give a good faith effort to make this business work between now and Christmas. And of course, it's cold and snowy, so making a drive-in work in the wintertime is very challenging. We have to do it together. There's tons of just spicy banter. That's one thing about Neil and I work together so much, that we have such a rapport and so much fun chemistry that you guys are gonna love it. One of my favorite parts about a good Christmas rom-com is that spicy banter between the two characters.
Yes, that's what makes it work. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
You sold that.
I know. They all know that. Come on now. Christmas movies are my jam.
Yes,
Well, Danica,
you can start your own Christmas movie right now.
There you go.
We
actually could. She's involved in casting. If you ever need
I know, I heard that. I was like, okay.
talk show in a Christmas movie, you know who to cast.
I have a little background in Christmas movies. I'll talk later.
It's writing itself already. Oh my gosh.
Danica, we love you. DBL Nation, Christmas at the Drive-In premieres November 25th on Great American Family. Also, make sure to follow Danica on Twitter. She'll be tweeting live during the premiere.
Cute.
How fun is that?
Yeah.
We'll be
Yes,
right
and
back.
it's 8 o'clock. It airs at 8 o'clock Eastern and 5 o'clock Pacific. It airs at the same time across the country, so it's easy to live tweet all at the same time.
Perfect.
Got her producer hat on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danica.
All right, see you.
Thanks, guys.
The Mentos and Diet Coke experiment. Take 1 roll of Mentos, a 2-liter bottle of Diet Coke, and Mentos eruption videos have racked up millions of views and comments online. We recently got an email from James who asked us to verify if the Mentos trick works with sodas other than Diet Coke. So we decided to test this out for ourselves. But before we get all messy, we also went to these sources to help us find our answer. 1 roll of Mentos for each one, and let them rip. Oh my God, I'm like getting a shower. Ah! Oh my God! Shower? Ah! Oh my God! Oh my God! Clearly, I'm not a trained scientist, and we didn't have a perfect controlled experiment, but you get the picture. Put in Mentos, and the soda goes boom. Our sources confirmed that this reaction will happen with any carbonated drink. So we can verify, yes, the Mentos trick will work with other sodas, not just Diet Coke. Let's really dig into the science to show you why. In order to make soda bubbly, carbon dioxide is added to a liquid under high pressure. When the bottle is sealed, the liquid inside of the bottle is at equilibrium, meaning the carbon dioxide molecules are evenly dissolved throughout the liquid. But once you open the top, the pressure changes, and the liquid inside can hold less CO2. That means the extra CO2 has to go somewhere. If you leave the cap off, the CO2 will continue to escape until the liquid reaches a new equilibrium. That is when soda is flat. To help the CO2 escape faster, you can add a nucleating agent, in this case, a mint Mentos. What makes Mentos an effective nucleating agent is its chemical composition and its unique texture. The surface of the candy, which looks smooth, is actually really rough, and all of those nooks and crannies make it easier for CO2 to find a way out of the liquid. So why do diet sodas seem to have a bigger reaction? Oh my God! According to Reagent, a UK-based chemical manufacturing company, it comes down to the viscosity of the liquid and the presence of other chemicals in the mixture. Drop a marble into 2 types of soda at the same time, and it will take longer for the marble to hit the bottom in a drink that has a higher viscosity. So what does that mean for our experiment? Regular sodas contain sugar, while most diet sodas contain aspartame, a 0-calorie chemical that makes the drink less viscous. That means the Mentos move faster, interacting with more CO2, and that means more bubbles. It's not just viscosity though. Other chemicals in soda or candy, like caffeine and gelatin, impact how fast CO2 can escape. You may be able to find other candies that can make soda explode, but for now, it seems like Mint Mentos make the biggest mess.
This November, escape the cold with the luxury included vacation to Sandals Resort's newest location, Sandals Royal Curacao, where amazing comes together. Watch DBL every day for a word of the day. Then enter at dailyblastlive.com/sandals for your chance to win a 4-day, 3-night escape for 2 to beautiful Curacao. The winner will be announced on DBL November 23rd. Today's Sandals word of the day is ocean.
I'm gonna miss that, Erica.
That's okay. I'll call you in the morning.
Good morning. Welcome back to DBL. Today is your last chance to enter the word of the day for your chance to win a luxury trip to beautiful Curacao. Go to dailyblastlive.com/sandals. A winner will be announced. It's exciting Wednesday, November 23rd. So, stress can affect us in many different ways, including physically. It's time for some joint and muscle support brought to you by Omega XL. First, stress can affect your muscles and joints. It can lead to flare-ups related to arthritis and other conditions. Next, your heart and lungs are impacted by stress stress because it increases your heart rate. Stress can also throw off your skin's pH balance and lead to hair loss. Omega XL has improved the lives of millions of consumers, supported by 30 years of clinical research. Omega XL's powerful and proven benefits have transformed the lives of athletes, celebrities, and dedicated daily users. Call 800-686-5325 or visit OmegaXL.com for more information. We're going to squeeze in this last story because it upsets Tori, so I got to get it in. Before we go, we're going to share this one. So items from both Oprah and Gwyneth Paltrow's holiday gift guides. First, Oprah has a pet carrier for $149, but Gwyneth has this Gucci pet bag waste bag holder.
That's for
waste.
For the garbage.
For the garbage. For $480.
You're throwing your money into that.
But you get a pet hair coloring
little
kit
baggies
involved. Wow. And there's
convenient.
Oprah eucalyptus scrub and sponge for $40, which everybody likes. But Gwyneth has an infrared sauna for $8,099. That's a little pricey for a sauna. I gotta be honest.
Ridiculous.
There's a lot more on there. There's a lot more.
There is a lot.
Is Oprah's whole thing budget friendly while Gwyneth's obviously is not? Is that the point? Or are there some affordable items on Gwyneth's?
Oprah kind of came under fire some years ago that her stuff was like out of the price range of a lot of the people that
read her magazine and watch her.
So they've kind of diversified the budget, which I appreciate. Yeah,
okay.
But I think Gwyneth Goop is very high end. Everything about it is high end. So people who are her demographic are like, yeah, I really want that.
Are you kind of still hating on her, or do you kind of respect the business side of Gwyneth?
Well, she says it's the ridiculous list, so I appreciate that she's in or is pretending to be in on it, but the one you didn't see was a silk satin baguette holder for your baguette bag.
Baguette.
At that point, I'm out. Like, and for that reason, I'm out. Like, the
I know silk keeps your hair really nice when you wrap your hair like that, so maybe it'll keep the bread really soft.
There are children starving. Like, I just feel like at that point, we're just making, I feel like she's trolling us. I feel like at some point I'm being
hopefully
trolled.
the rich people that buy that are also going to donate maybe $480 to a charity of their choice.
You need a bag for $250 for
you
your
can't
bread.
Police other people's money.
You're right.
But Oprah, to be fair, we didn't do that one because I didn't want to get into the whole bread debate, so I left it out on purpose.
Oh, sorry.
Tori brought it up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But Oprah did have a piece of wood with pre-carved slices so you could slice your bread. It was $150.
That was bad too.
Well, you do want your bread to be sliced evenly when you're throwing a dinner party.
If you can't cut your bread evenly,
I cannot.
You should not vote.
I can't cut my bread evenly.
Wait,
No.
I don't understand.
Like it has
a bread slicer.
It's just a piece of wood with pre-carved slices.
Does the bread come in slices already?
No, like a baguette.
Oh.
So to make sure everyone gets the same amount of bread, you want it very symmetrical.
Does that bother you?
It bothers me so bad.
I'm obviously not dinner partying correctly.
Oh, well, me neither.
My mom gets mad that I don't have chargers. The plate.
Oh yeah, you should have chargers.
Wait, what's a charger?
It's the plate that goes underneath the plate.
I have chargers.
I didn't even know what they were
I've eaten on them before.
Oh no,
just
you
eat
can't
directly
eat
on the charger.
You don't even. Generally, you can just wipe the charger down. But yeah, it's the big plate underneath the dinner plate.
See, I don't want that plate. That annoys me. Just like the undersheet. I have actual chargers all over my house. So if you come over, your phone's not going to die.
Not have a dead phone.
And you know what I do with the charger plate? I fire it out the window.
No, you don't. You've eaten on a charger plate in my house.
That's true. I have to be fancy and use the right fork. All right, we'll see you on Monday. See ya.